Okay. So this is how iBoards show up. We've gotten 2 sets, one for extended cab and one for a crew cab before. They both came in similar boxes. Let's get this one back over. Very straightforward. Haven't gotten the chrome ones before. Went with chrome because this truck's got quite a bit of chrome in it. With how much chrome's on the grill, we didn't think we'd ever really change colors, so I felt like trying the silver color on this one. I think it looks pretty dang sharp. So iBoards are all aluminum. Oh, okay. They're all aluminum. The mounts are steel. They're just cheap steel mounts, but the part everyone sees and the part your step-on's all aluminum with a little black cover. The all black iBoards is the same. They're identical. These ones both have little aluminum stainless steel looking plaques on both ends. So there's no front and back. Put it on. Whichever one you're holding goes on that side. Then these are your basic L brackets. Pretty universal overall. We get, should be enough for, okay, there's 2 different styles. Okay, we get 5. Nope, 6. Alright, so we got 3 per side. One's different. So I'm going to have to take a quick look and see which one gets different bracket. Overall, I've always thought these were packaged well. The black ones were never scratched when I got it. They were always in good shape. So there's a nice little bag. It's got little plastic discs. They're supposed to keep it off the paint. And instructions. There. Wish I took the garbage away. Well, that's kind of a bummer. So, all of these have these little flag bolts that we have to install. The 5th gen half-ton chassis have the bolts sticking out of the chassis already, but we don't get to be that lucky this time, and that's okay. If everything was easy, why do I have so many bolts? Oh, okay. Some of these, so some of the flags are just a bigger bolt with just a flag. You put these in through this body panel, and then you have those studs sticking out. Some of them are bolt and a nut. So some of these flags, it look like we thread through and then use the bolt and the nut feature to put her together. So we start with, so I was right, 5 of these are all identical. At least that's what it says. And then this one is different. And this one is our driver's side one. So on the driver's side, it gives us a nice little map. On the driver's side, we will use just one of these in the front. Oh. Okay, so we will need to take one of these smaller bolts and one plastic washer under the truck. I don't know. It might look okay, it might not. But we're probably going to move you underneath, just so you might be able to maybe see what's going on. Okay, so we got our little bolt set up like this. And we have to pull this piece of tape off to make room. And then we will stuff this through here. And it'll come up. There we go. Come up like that. And they say this is where our plastic washer goes on. I think it's just to hold it type of deal so we don't lose them inside and then get more aggravated and unscrew our bolt that I use as a handle, swing it down, and we can see it right there. So it says the T piece is the driver's side. So slip that through there. Get your thing as close to situated as possible on the back side. And then I think I missed. I did.
And then you just shove this bolt in and struggle for a little while. Oh, shoot. And then realize you forgot a washer. So take the bolt you finally got started out, get a washer, holding your breath so nothing moves. Cuts a little bit because it's not lining up. I brought the ratchet under here for next to no reason, because you shouldn't tighten these until you're done anyways. I guess I will need the ratchet for this lock nut, but you should just get them close so there's a little bit of play. That way there's room for everything to go up and down, side to side, whatever, because there's... Oh, it is not a lock nut. So get it kind of hand tight, and then once you get it all six or all three on one side kind of moved into position. See, you might have to move up and down, whatever, wiggle a little bit, move a little bit like this, whatever. So you want to leave that like that until you get all of them put in. So the next one goes back right at the back of the front door, and then the last one goes right at the back of the back door, it looks like. Grab it here. And that one. Oh, let's see. Models with that, models with that. So it gives us 3 options to kind of put everything in. On how we want to bolt these up. So it'll depend on if we use these 2 holes or this hole. That'll make a difference in which one of these we use. If we're using this top hole, then we use the big one. If we're using the bottom holes, we use these 2. Use this double ones, these little ones. These black bolts and there's black washers, whatever. But the instructions don't really, all it shows is this picture. And then talks about you have to decide which style it needs while you're installing it. So I'll figure that out and probably do a time lapse and bring you all back in if there's anything earth shattering, or maybe when I'm done to explain anything I need to explain. But yeah, see you in a minute. wanted to bring you back in. I got all those brackets mounted. I wanted to show you what we do to these boards to get them ready. There's a bag with just square-headed bolts in it. Sorry. Our children do not like me out here, I don't think. That or there's deer on the other side of the truck. But we take 6. We take 6 of the square-headed bolts, and there's a little square hole on the bottom. We put 3 on each side in each, because there's 2 troughs here. So these are what hold it to the L brackets we just previously installed. It's got its own washers too. They're a little smaller. Then the rest of the washers, and then it's got some real small nuts for these little square-headed bolts. So I'm gonna throw this up there. Again, not gonna really tighten anything until I get all the nuts started. And I'll play with it and find center, and then I'll probably start cinching her up. Well, I got this side installed, and you can adjust them forward and backwards, in and out. I got it all the way in and just lined it up with the door seam for now. I might move them if I don't like it, but for the most part, it is what it is. I didn't do much research into these as I was used to what I had on my old trucks.
Oh, sorry.
These ones just don't mount as solid. I think it's the way they mount to the cab. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Might end up with frame mounted ones, but they'll work for now. It's getting dark, so I'll just time lapse the other side and we'll go from there. The tools you will need to install the WeatherTech mud flaps on your 2500 or 3500 is 8mm socket and ratchet. That's it. Tools you'll need to install: iBoards running boards on your Ram 2500 or 3500 or Classic, 10mm, 13mm, 16mm, and a ratchet.